What is up, you guys, and welcome back to yet another YouTube video made by yours truly, me. So today I am making the characters from Avatar, The Last Airbender, and The Sims 4, but I made them modernized. And when I tell you that this is probably the hardest create a sim I've ever done, I absolutely 100% mean it. This was so hard to make because I'm not very good at creating sims that look like people. For an example, I did a video way back when where I made Clove from the Hunger Games because I have a Let's Play for her, and she turned out okay. And then I have another one where I did Rey from Star Wars, and that one was okay. And then I have another one where I did President Snow from the Hunger Games, but from the ballad version of him, so he's like younger, and that one's probably my best one just because he's not based off of an actual human. He's based off of a drawing that was like very easy to mimic, so that was simple. But this was hard because the pictures that you have to use to, like, you know, go off of are cartoons, and the cartoons don't have a lot of dimensions to them, so it was very hard to figure out how I wanted their nose to look and their mouth to look, because normally their mouths are just like straight lines. So that was pretty difficult to do, but it was super fun regardless. I made, who did I make? I made Zuko, Katara, Sokka, Aang, and Suki. I think I made those. Oh, and Toph. I made Toph as well. But yeah. And I also just want to point out that I used custom content when I made these sims. Zuko's scar is custom content, and that is the only custom content that I used. However, since my custom content was on the skin overlay that you can clearly see on Katara here, it just makes the skin look a little bit better in the sims instead of the normal, in the normal version of the EA one that you use. So that's on there as well, but everything else is not custom content. So if you do look for these sims on the gallery, you have to enable custom content in order to find them. And the only thing that you lose, if you don't have all the packs, that is, the only thing that you will lose is Zuko's scar. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that right away, when you look for them, that is the case, because I wanted Zuko to have his scar. Like, also, I will leave a link in the description below where you can find Zuko's scar, because I looked everywhere for one until I found a decent one, and that's the one that Zuko has. There's like two different kinds. There's a darker version and there's a lighter version, and I think in this one I used the lighter version just because it looks more like book 3 Zuko in my opinion. So yeah, that's there for y'all to use if you want. I also want to point out that when I uploaded these sims to the gallery, they would not let me use Suki's name. They said it was like a forbidden word that I couldn't use. So Suki is named she's like Warrior Kyoshi or something. I think I had to name her something like that because I couldn't use her name, which is really dumb. I don't know why. I don't know, like, I tried to Google, like, the meaning of her name just to make sure that I wasn't, like, putting something on there, and I didn't find anything suspicious, so I don't really know why Sims didn't let me use her name. But I just thought I'd let you guys know that if you do put these Sims in your game, I think as long as you don't upload them to the gallery, you're allowed to name her Suki, but just a fair warning that that's not her name when you load her into Create a Sim. Moving on, so I'm on Aang right now, and I'm not gonna lie, so I actually go back and I edit these sims a couple of times. Like, this was hard for me to do. So Aang was probably one of the hardest out of all of them because he is bald and I couldn't find an arrow for his forehead or anything, for his head I mean. And I also realized I didn't really want him to have an arrow on his head because these are still modernized, and I feel like a blue arrow on his head is not really like Zuko's scar is like a scar, so I feel like he could have that in modern time, but I don't think Aang would have a blue arrow on his head unless he got it tattooed. So I didn't put that on there, and I actually go back and I put him in, sorry, I'm like spitting into my microphone. I don't have my windbreaker thing yet, but I actually did go back and put him in like shorter hair, so he kind of looks like, I think it's book 3 when they're in Fire Nation and he goes to school and he has super short hair. Maybe that's book 2, but I think it's book 3. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I do go back and give him short hair. Also, I just want to say that Sokka is probably my favorite. I feel like I did a good job with Sokka. His outfit is very simple because I just didn't know what to give him. But I feel like Sokka in like real life would be like a super chill, like class clown, you know, not really like a jock, but also kind of a jock at the same time. So he was really fun to make. He turned out really well. The Sims has perfect hair for Sokka. So I think I go back and change his hair and give him some like loose locks in the front. But regardless, I loved the way that he turned out. He's probably the favorite out of all of them. The next would probably be Zuko, and then after that, Suki. I love Suki. She is so... We would die for Suki. She is precious. Oh, I also like Toph. Toph turned out really well as well. Although I didn't really know what to do for her because Toph is blind, so I gave her gray eyes, and she's really jock looking. Like, I gave her biker shorts, and I gave her a sweatshirt, and then like I think I gave her some tennis shoes, but I can't remember exactly. But yeah, she's pretty cool. I would definitely hang out with Toph in modernized Sims version, so love that for her. But yeah, so what else should I talk about? I guess I could talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I watched it when I was super young, obviously. I remember not really understanding it when I was little because I was just like, oh, cartoon, you know, and it was on Nickelodeon and it was a vibe and everybody loved it. But the fact that Netflix put it back, or didn't put it back, but they put it on Netflix, I binged the hell out of that series. And it was so much more enjoyable to watch as an adult too, because I feel like I understood references and I don't know, it was just funnier and more enjoyable, I guess. Oh, here I am. I'm also editing Zuko again. I changed his outfit, but I love that for him. But anyways, yeah, so I'm tempted to rewatch the entire series again. Like, I have already watched it once, a couple times, because when I was little I watched it, but like that's a different story. But I've already like binge watched it maybe a month or so ago. I watched the entire thing. And I'm super tempted to just watch it again because that's how much I love it. It's such a comfort TV show. Like, this TV show is like when TV was good. Like, when it was actually fun to watch cartoons, because nowadays cartoons just suck. There might be some exceptions, but from what I've seen and from what my baby cousins watch, it is not that great. It's not that great. But yeah, I'm really tempted to go back and rewatch it, but I don't know. I feel like I would just watch book 3 though, because I really, really love Zuko and Katara. I ship them. I'm so sorry to all those Aang and Katara shippers. Nothing against them. Like, I see where people ship them, but I'm a huge Zuko and Katara shipper. I actually tried to go back and like edit them to be boyfriend and girlfriend in this, but you can only do that if they're adults. Which, by the way, every single person that I make in here is a teenager. So that's just a little FYI for you. I also want to point out that I did not edit any other outfits, like their formal wear, their swimwear. I didn't do any of that. I just did everyday wear because this video would have been like literally 2 hours long if I did that. So just want to let everybody know that if you do download these Sims into your game, the only outfit that you get is the everyday wear, which I guess gives you the creative freedom to kind of do whatever you want, you know? So there you go. That's that for you. You're welcome. Also, we're on Toph now, and Toph was really fun to make. She's also the only character in Avatar: The Last Airbender that has a last name that we like actually know. So that was nice because right now she's Master Toph because I did not remember her last name. So I did go back and Google what are words? I did go back and Google her name, and then I changed it. I think I changed it in this video. I don't know. I can't remember, but in the gallery, her name is Toph, and then her last name, which I will butcher if I try to say. So yeah, but as you can see, her outfit that I give her pretty soon is a sweater and biker shorts. God bless Discover University for those biker shorts, because I have some custom content ones, but the ones that we got for like in-game are just as good. So I absolutely love that for her. See, like, she's just like, she's rocking it. Oh yeah, okay, so I did give her tennis shoes. Oh, I gave her, like, because Toph doesn't wear shoes. Like, she feels the ground with her feet because she's blind and she's an earthbender. So I gave her shoes that look like, kind of like sandals, I guess, but they're also not sandals. because I didn't want to give her sandals with the outfit that she had. So I gave her ones that kind of look like, you know, when you go in the ocean and you go swimming. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So, water shoes. She has water shoes for an earthbender. But yeah, we're in Suki, and I think I'm going to wrap up my voiceover because I don't really know what else to talk about, and I feel like you'll see the characters at the very end of this. But yeah, so if you watched all of this, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Until the Fire Nation attacked. Anyways, stand Zuko for clear skin. Fire Lord Zuko, we love and respect him. Sokka, Katara, Aang, Toph, and Suki, absolutely love that. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you again for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you want to. You don't have to. If you want to subscribe, you can, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, okay, I will see you all in the next video, and yeah, all right, peace and love, everybody.